We are Sean and Christy. This is Long, Long Honeymoon. Today we are celebrating. First and foremost, we want to wish everyone out there a very happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter.
And secondly, we want to thank everyone because at about 9 o'clock this morning, we crossed a threshold on our YouTube subscriber count of 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So it's been a long, strange road to get to this point. We want to thank everyone who's taken the time to subscribe.
Yes, absolutely. It makes a huge difference when you guys click that subscribe button. I know it seems dumb sometimes when we are constantly asking you to subscribe, but it really does make a difference. And of course, watching our videos makes a difference as well.
So we wanted to do a special live stream. If you think back, those of you who've been with us for a while know when we hit 100,000 subscribers, we did a live stream and had kind of a little party. We thought we would do the same today. Rebecca says, happy 200. You've been our go-to RV and adventure channel for a long, long time. Thank you very much,
Thank
Rebecca.
you, Rebecca.
Gus says, hello, all from Florida. Hey, Gus in Florida. Let's see. Hydrofoil Sailor says, happy Easter from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Ocean Springs. I've been to Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
I remember there was a great donut place there called Tato Nuts where you could get donuts made out of potato-based flour. Really good stuff. So we're experimenting with some new software today. I hope we don't have too many glitches.
Yeah.
But
we got lots of people chiming in with Loloho. Congratulations.
Brandon says we're not that strange. We're all a little strange.
Oh, goodness.
Tom says that it's awesome. Thank you, Tom. I saw a comment from Jim Pratt, the legendary Jim Pratt.
Yeah, I think maybe you just scrolled past.
There's Mark Cotner. Hey, Mark. Good to see you.
Thanks for joining us today.
Mark hails from our part of the world, so to speak.
And actually, if you're in our part of the world right now, in Alabama, we're actually having some really bad weather. There are tornado warnings going on right now. So if we happen to be doing this live stream and our power goes out and everything goes dark, that's probably why.
Yeah, our power actually blinked about 15 minutes ago. There is a tornado warning in this general vicinity in our area. And the tornado warning goes until midnight, I think.
Yeah.
So
some pretty serious weather.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will avoid the catastrophe of a tornado.
Hey, John. John in Connecticut says he's a loyal friend and subscriber of our channel. Happy Easter.
Thanks, John. Happy Easter to you too.
Getting lots of great comments. I wish we could put everybody's comment up here, but so we're just going to pick some. Like, hey, Jess, happy Easter from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Hope you guys are staying well in Arkansas in the midst of the quarantine madness going on right now. I know it's frustrating for a lot of people to not be able to travel in their RVs, but hopefully you're riding it out wherever you may be with family or friends, however it's happening for you.
There was Union Jacka. She was subscriber number 167,898.
Well, thank you very much.
You know, we did promise to the 200,000 subscriber, we're going to peel off 30 squares of Charmin and mail it to you.
Yeah.
This is Charmin Ultra Soft 2-ply.
Yeah.
Very hard to find these days, very valuable, and it's going to make a wonderful prize.
It's the good stuff.
Don't use all 30 squares at one time, please.
We've got some folks tuning in right from our backyard here.
Yeah, I want to tell you a story and kind of show you something cool that YouTube sent us. This is called a silver play button. When you hit 100,000 subscribers, you get a silver play button. And you're supposed to get some email and fill out a form. And I don't know. I honestly just never saw the email or form. We never got it. And so like we just never ordered it and never talked to anybody at YouTube about it. So like last week I started to think, wow, we're hitting 200,000. We should get that play button. So it's kind of cool. And yeah, it's kind of got a mirror image. Yeah, we're kind of working
right there. Laptop. You can see it a little better.
So that's the silver play button. Thanks to YouTube and thanks to all you guys for subscribing, because we wouldn't have it if it weren't for you. That's right. You guys are our community. We really do the channel for you. You're what's most important here. And on that note, I'm sort of making a list of video topics that we're going to tackle this spring and summer as soon as we can. And if you have any topics you want us to address, please don't hesitate to shout them out. You can post them here, or you can send us messages, because we're always looking for questions and new topics to address. Ramona says, congratulations. Jim Pratt, there's Jim. Thank you, Jim. Let's see. Mach 5. Hey, Mach 5.
Hey, from New Orleans.
Happy Easter to you.
Thank you. We love New Orleans. We can't wait till we're able to go back.
That's right. Probably as soon as we can hit the road, when we get the all clear, we might be heading down to your neighborhood.
Some people that have.
Yeah, we want to give some shout outs to Patricia
Funk. Thanks for the tip. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Thank you, Michael Gilroy.
He said he's a trucker hauling essential products for everyone. Currently, he has a load of hand sanitizer. Michael, I hope you have good security on board, because that's a prized item these days. Stay safe out there. Thank you for putting in the hard work.
My father's actually a trucker himself, and he hauls baby chicks.
Yeah.
And, if you like chicken, baby chicks are kind of important.
Yeah, for sure.
X-Man Families has been watching forever. Appreciate your show and humor.
Thank you for the tip.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate that so much.
Yeah, very much appreciated. Gotta laugh. I like laughing. You know that. You've watched us for a while. So I try to keep the sense of humor going. Mark says camera gear update would be cool. We haven't talked cameras in a while. I'll probably be talking drones pretty soon. I've been getting a lot of questions about drones. And I would also encourage you, I have a little side channel. It's a very small channel called the Shawn Michaels Simulation is what I'm calling it this week. And a lot of times I will review camera gear when I acquire some camera gear over there. We'll put a link to that. I don't really promote it very much. It's kind of an experiment. But, check it out, because I will be posting more camera stuff there in the future. Getting a congrats from Utah, from Edie. Mary Beth says, Loloho and happy Easter from Washington, D.C. Rebecca says, all of our friends are jealous of our bidets. High five. The bidet.
Everybody laughed when we reviewed that bidet last summer, but, I know. They're not laughing now.
I used to feel like such a weirdo with the bidet. Now it's looking pretty smart, you have to admit.
Let's see. Loyal is chiming in up there. Says he's been with us since the first 100. It's at the top right there. Carefree L right here.
Yep, Carefree L. Loyal has been with you. Yep.
Hey, Loyal. We actually met Loyal in 2010.
I think, yeah. Maybe before that. I mean,
I think that was the first time we met him in person.
It was a big an Airstream rally at the factory, and Loyal came there all the way from Texas.
Yeah.
And we had a great time hanging out that week. And you'll notice there's a party atmosphere here. We've turned on the fog machine. It's getting serious when we turn on the fog machine. I would play music, but our video would get flagged.
Yeah, we don't have the rights to the music. So you just have to sing along in your head with whatever party music works for you.
Greta Graham said, we watch your videos all the time. Thank you very much. One thing we've been making videos for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty good library of content. Like now, I think you can, if you're a newcomer to our channel, you can get in there and dig deep. Watch. You can binge watch. And I know you probably have some time on your hands these days.
Yeah.
So let's see. Sue says, been watching for years. Thank you so much, Sue.
Sue, we appreciate that so much.
Thank you for the tip. Much appreciated. And again, shout out to Patricia.
Some people might be seeing this on Facebook and not YouTube. So if you hear us talking about thanks for a tip, people can leave a monetary tip for us on YouTube. And they can leave anywhere from $1 to $1,000 or whatever. We've never had anybody leave $1,000. We did have somebody give us a $500 tip one time. That was insane. But
yeah, I'm thinking
that's who we're acknowledging when we say thank you for the tip.
Goldilocks and Mike Lee.
Yeah, Mike Lee's given $100 tips several times.
Which so nice.
Blows my mind. And Goldilocks gave 100.
Matt's RV Reviews. Thank you so much. He says, wow, congratulations. Hope to meet you guys in Florida someday.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for the tip. We appreciate it.
Let's see. John says, Uncle Peter's on the roads right now calling for Walmart and other juice companies. Want to give him a shout out. Hey, Uncle Peter, drive safely.
Yes, please drive safely. Let's see. Mach 5 says
finally ditching the Mustang and buying a new truck in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Planning on saving some cash and then buying our first travel trailer in 2021.
Wow. Well, you guys are going to have a great time. Congrats on that. We need to turn the fog machine off. It's getting a little too much in here. This isn't Vegas, right? Let's see.
Another 2 minutes and you won't be able to see us.
Brandy Marsh says we went to Topsail Preserve in Florida for our Loloho. Thanks to you guys. We love you and happy Easter. Oh, thanks, Brandy. Happy Easter. And hopefully you guys really enjoyed Topsail there on Highway 30A and beautiful Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. It's one of our favorite places.
Yeah, actually, if you are familiar with the 30A area of Florida, we recently did an interview with Mike, the founder of 30A.com, and he's going to be posting a video with us on his channel soon. And who knows, maybe next time we're down there visiting with Mike, we tend to camp in his driveway when we go to 30A. If we're not at Topsail,
you're close friends with somebody when you can, park your camper in their driveway for a week.
If we're not at Topsail or Grayton Beach, we'll be at Mike and Angela's driveway down on 30A. So check out 30A.com if you want to see that interview, which I think he's going to post in the next week or so.
Next week. And we'll announce it on here when that is going to air as well. So if anybody's interested, they can watch it.
Andy says, learned so much over the years from Loloho. Thank you so much, Andy. We've learned a lot over the years, too, mostly the hard way.
We usually do things the wrong way and teach you how not to make the same mistakes that we've made.
That's why I have so much great video footage of us screwing up out there in the real world.
That's right.
But that's how you learn, Let's see. Shep asked if we're still traveling, trying to plan a trip, good idea or bad. That's a hot potato question these days because, unfortunately, the situation we're in is really unprecedented. I don't think any of us have dealt with this before when a lot of parks are closing and a lot of campgrounds are closing. So you're saying next month, a trip to the East Coast. I don't know. What do you guys think? You could comment and see if it's good or bad. I would plan carefully because a lot of the places you might expect to be open may still be closed. I'm hoping things are going to turn a corner soon. I think we're all hoping for that. Let's see. Hi from Culpeppers in Charlotte, North Carolina. Roll Tide. Roll Tide to you, Stephen.
Gardendale was one of my high school's rival football teams. I went to Minor High School. So I was a purple tiger. I know, a purple tiger. Who came up with that, right? But I know exactly what you're talking about when you say that you are a Gardendale Rocket.
Let's see. Daniel says, keep doing what you do best. You guys got me hooked to the trip to Alaska, getting my motorhome to start traveling. We loved our trip to Alaska. I mean, when I look back over the years in doing Long Honeymoon, my all-time favorite adventure that we've taken with our Airstream has been that to Alaska and back. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot to bite off, but it's totally worth it. It's totally doable. Don't let people freak you out over it. Anybody can do it. Just take your time and plan accordingly.
Yeah. I would plan and do a lot of preventative maintenance along the way.
Somebody was asking where baby girl is. She's actually sitting in Sean's lap right now. I don't know if you can see her. There she is.
Hi. Sorry to wake you. Sorry for the rude awakening, baby girl.
She's like, what's going on?
Your fans want to see you. Now, here's a very generous tip from John Cooper.
Oh, wow. John Cooper.
Wow. Hello from
Thank you
North
so
Carolina.
Much.
Love your videos. Happy Easter. Thank you, John.
That's amazing, John. Thank you so much.
Incredibly generous. Thank you so much.
We appreciate that.
We love North Carolina. We have family in North Carolina. I went to law school at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill long time ago. And North Carolina is just a beautiful state. You got lots of great camping opportunities there. You've got beaches, you got mountains, you got urban, the big city.
Yeah, North Carolina is a great town. And you got great barbecue. Not great town, great state. But you also have really good barbecue. So.
Yeah, great food. Reagan says, thank you for the tip. Reagan says, thanks for showing us the ropes so we can enjoy our Airstream Classic with confidence.
And then we also got a tip from Jack Williams. Thank you for the tip, Jack. We appreciate that so much.
Oh, this is amazing, guys.
Robert Kelly, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
I want to make sure we
don't want to miss anybody. We got him earlier.
Yep.
Maybe go back to the left. Robert Bath. He says,
Says,
thanks
for your Amazon shop. It's been wonderful finding some out of the ordinary things. Thank you so much for the shout out. And thank you guys for shopping through the Amazon store.
Yeah.
You know, last year, Amazon actually sent a film crew down to us, little old long honeymoon down in Alabama, all the way from Seattle.
Yeah.
Because we're showing up on their radar. Like when they're looking at, people making purchases, they're like, who are these guys?
What are they doing?
Yeah. What are they doing? So it really is you guys who have been so kind to shop through our Amazon store. Anything you buy on Amazon, it doesn't cost you anything more. It's the same price you would pay otherwise. You just start your shopping through our little link.
And we basically just earn a small commission for your purchase. So it's sort of a way of giving us a tip without having to actually fork out any money. So if you're shopping on Amazon anyway, we would appreciate it if you used our link.
Cameron says, bought his first Airstream 1 year ago, just retired. April Fools.
April 1st, I guess.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Maybe April Fool's Day.
I think it's Gina. Thank you. Happy Easter to you as well. Jim Pratt, thank you so much.
Jim says, I wish we could support your Amazon store from Canada.
We wish you could too.
You Canadians. Why don't we just go ahead and absorb Canada?
Yeah.
Or Canada can absorb us. What do you think about that?
Just join up forces.
You agree with that, Jim? I'll nominate Jim for Prime Minister of Canada.
That sounds good.
Dee says, love you guys. Enjoyed 2 trips to Yellowstone since we found you guys. Thanks so much. Really means a lot to me.
Great trip in an RV.
And some of my favorite videos we've done have been about the Yellowstone area. I used to chop vegetables in the kitchen in Yellowstone back when I was in college, and I love that part of our country. I think we're so fortunate to have it. And I really encourage everyone to get out there and experience it. And there's probably no better way to experience it than camping. I mean, that's what it's all about. And if you're camping and traveling with an RV, it's so wonderful. Let's see. T-Glass says, thanks for posting about your electrical upgrades. Hope to do the same. If I can find someone as qualified as you did to do the install. That's right.
Yeah.
And he's talking about Ronnie Dennis, also known as Airstream Nuts and Bolts. We did a huge solar package installation, and we still have a lot of footage and a lot of stuff to show you guys about that. We've done a couple of major videos about that solar install.
We sort of want to spend some more time in it and get used to the system and learn sort of the ins and outs of it before we do any more videos about it. And because of this travel ban right now, we haven't been able to do that, but it'll be coming to you as soon as we get the green light to go hit the road.
Yeah, we're really excited about traveling with that solar package. Ronnie does a brilliant job with the install. He takes a lot of pride in what he does. He's
really good at explaining it to you if you're not a technical electrical person like myself. So he can really make it make sense to you and help you sort of wrap your brain around how it all works.
He's a lot like Vinny Lamica out in California. Except Ronnie is he's a lot closer to us. Vinny is in Northern California and Ronnie is in Alabama. And so both those guys, they communicate back and forth a lot together.
Yeah, they talk a lot. So if you're on the West Coast, hit up Vinny. If you're on the East Coast, hit up Ronnie. And they'll get you set up and help you out with your solar there.
Hi to Tim, the Smoky Mountains, no fog machine needed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we love the Smokies. Last time we were
there,
the
most visited national park in the system, in the national park system.
There's a little campground called Duval in the Smokies, and they actually have a Loloho campsite.
Yeah, they named a campsite after us,
which is super nice.
Kimberly Keffer, thank you very much.
Hey, Kimberly, thank you so much.
We appreciate it. And Dave,
much appreciated.
We appreciate it so much.
Dave,
thanks
so much for the tip,
Dave. We
much
appreciated.
It. Kenny and Karen say enjoy your videos in here.
Mike Lee. What?
Mike Lee. Dude.
We were just talking about you, Mike.
Yeah. Mike, thanks so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Super generous.
That is so generous.
Because you can't.
We're going to have to take you for like a steak dinner and.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to just bunk in the back of the Airstream with us. We'll take you on the road for a week or two.
I mean, seriously, shoot us a private message anytime.
Please do.
I mean, do.
Yeah, Mike Lee.
We will go out of our way if we're within
we'll make a special trip
500-mile radius of you. We're going to detour over to see you, I promise. Let's see. Barbara says we're supposed to go New England. Not sure now if we can go. Yeah, we're all kind of in that holding pattern right now.
It's just, sit and wait. If they open things back up on May 1st, then, hit the road and go. And if they don't, make sure you've got reservations that can be canceled without being penalized. That's sort of what I would recommend personally.
My Monter has a very nice comment. He said, watch all the YouTube RVers and you guys are the best. It's super kind of you. If you watch some of our old videos, we're probably the worst. So I think anything you do, it'd be kind of fun.
We started this in 2007.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what YouTube was. Nobody watched our videos on YouTube. They watched them through our website or through other platforms. YouTube was just what hosted the video. So
we may do a video that's sort of retrospective and shows you some of that early footage. And so I would certainly encourage anyone out there who wants to create to just stick with it, do what you love and what you're passionate about.
Don't worry about being slick. I mean, honestly, I think it's better to just be real and share your personal information as best you can. And that's, I think what people appreciate the most. So
Old Dog says, congrats, been with you guys since 50,000 subs. Thanks, Old Dog.
I like your picture there of your bulldog.
50,000 subs. I remember it well. Yeah.
And it was a big deal.
Absolutely.
We were fired up about it.
See, Wayne says, would love to buy a generator through your store. Mostly camping 1,000 trails. You have full hookups. We've stayed at some 1,000 trails
they're very
parks
nice
and we enjoyed them. Yeah. Don't blame you one bit.
Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you very much for the congrats. Let's see. Hello from Palm Springs. Come back when you can. We'll max out those solar panels. Hey, Louie. Actually, my sister loves Palm Springs. We've got a lot of friends in Palm Springs. She actually
has an RV that she keeps in Palm Springs, and that's their vacation home.
A lot of people love to RV there, and that is totally solar country. So that would be a wonderful place to test our solar package. So we might take you up on that. So
the Bourbonette. Thank you so much for the tip. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure we recognize everybody.
Scroll down past that. Yeah. Ooh.
No, we already got that one. All right. Allison says we love Louie restaurant near Topsail. Delicious.
Louie is a great place. We're friends with the family that owns that. Louie Sr. and Louie Jr.
Yeah,
and
just great people.
They're great people.
It's a great family-owned place.
The food is amazing.
We're talking about
tuna dip is not on the menu all the time, but it's really good.
If you guys are ever in that 30A region of Florida, check out Louie.
The same family owns the Red Bar, which is currently in rebuild mode. It burned down about a year ago. So I think it's supposed to open in October.
David says, Sean, were you in the toilet business at one time? I probably could be. I could be I should be like Mr. Bidet.
No.
You never know what strange turns your career is going to take.
He was in the comedy business.
Jeff said, love the video of your history. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, my 50th birthday to me was a big deal. And I thought about it for a long time. And I thought, this is a time to sort of look back, reflect, and tell some stories. Because if we don't tell our own stories, nobody's going to tell them for us. You know what I'm saying? So we told some stories and just stories about my past. If you haven't watched that video.
So it gives you a good idea of where Sean came from. And
if you're really bored and if you're sheltering at home in quarantine and you're really bored, go watch my life story because it's weird.
It was posted at the end of December. So
Linwood says thank you for the tip.
We appreciate it so much.
Appreciate it very much. Ocean City, Maryland. Awesome. See, there's John Marucci on the road. John Marucci. Hey, John. Good to see you always.
Doing well. Happy Easter.
John makes videos too and has a lot of great videos teaching people.
He has an R-Pod.
He has an R-Pod, but I think he has more than one. So.
Yeah.
John's busy. I have trouble keeping one in good order.
Yeah. Somebody was mentioning that a campground in Calera Jemison, so that's here in Central Alabama, is open. They're doing a month to practice full time. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Absolutely.
Anytime before you're going to do like a really long-term trip, I think taking, a week or so near home or even a weekend near home to work out the kinks is a smart idea.
All right. John McDonald gives Christy a War Eagle shout out.
War Eagle. Yay.
I'm sorry. We don't allow profanity on this channel.
Oh, behave.
Let's see. Following Yellow Brick Roads have been in Arizona since the second week of January. Otherwise, I say, yeah.
Yeah,
to stay
I
in
think
one
if
place.
you're somebody that is traveling with others, that's certainly keeping you sane right now.
Thank you, Kale,
Kale,
for becoming a
thanks for
YouTube
joining
member.
and becoming a YouTube member.
YouTube's launching some new features that are going to allow us to interact with you maybe a little bit differently through the channel if you become a member. Truthfully, that's something that we're going to learn more about.
As we go.
Yeah, because they're launching a new program that we've been invited, maybe I shouldn't say, but to participate in.
Maybe that was supposed to be on the download, but
yeah.
We're amongst friends here, right?
It says, congratulations on the new baby. I guess she's talking about you, baby girl.
Yeah. That's the only baby we have. Sorry.
Let's see. BC said there's a camp spot in Central Indiana if we need it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hey, from Hueytown, Alabama. Hey, Beth. Blue Vader says the generator reviews.
Brought him
in. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Lord Vader.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate the compliments there.
Some people have asked, did I meet Christy at the Playboy Mansion? I did not. That was sort of after.
Sorry.
It was probably, actually, I probably met you about a year or two after.
About a year after.
Those years concluded. Crazy times.
I've never been to the mansion. I've driven past the mansion. I've seen it from the street.
Of course, I told that in the life story video, but back in the day, you kind of had to know somebody, and it was really always an exciting
It's a big deal
experience.
To get in.
It was a big deal to get in. You had to be on the list, and you had to go up. You would go up to this gate and talk to the Rock.
There's a Rock with like a speaker in it.
F had a speaker in the Rock, and it was just,
because you can imagine the people that try to get in there. I'm sure they just every day there's some crazy person trying to get in.
Wilma gives Chrissy another
War Eagle.
Appalling War Eagle shout. Hey, there's Craig Laney.
Oh, hey, Craig.
Craig's an old.
Hope you guys are doing okay in Coleman, staying safe with this crazy weather.
Yeah, Craig is an old friend of mine.
Yeah, since middle school.
In fact, if you watch my life story video,
he's in a couple of pictures.
Yeah, I think you'll see Craig in some of those photos.
So we've had a few people drop some tips up here. Yeah. That we need to. Oh wow, Atlas Christopher, thank you so much.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
There it is, right there. Okay, sorry.
We're back.
Technical difficulties.
Surprise, surprise.
Sorry about that.
You never know what's going to happen on Zany Long Honeymoon. We're trying to give a shout out to Atlas Christopher. Thank you so much for the tip.
Atlas.
That's awesome. Thanks for getting me into RV. Love this since 2016. So that's awesome. Thank you so much.
We've had some others come through.
Bill says, go Irish. Those Notre Dame fans, they're persistent.
Do you want to chat for a second and I'll scroll through to find some of these people? Because we've had several come through that we want to make sure we don't miss.
Michael Dale's a new member.
Thanks for going to member. Sometimes these things kind of fly by on the screen, so we have to scroll back to get to them.
Five cats, one bus. I love it.
That sounds like so much for the tip. Party on wheels.
William says, happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, William. Thanks so much.
Scroll back up. We've got some other tip folks up there that we sort of missed beyond. Oh, Shane. Thank you very
so
much.
Shane.
We appreciate the tip.
Much
you guys
appreciated.
Are awesome.
Let's see. Freebacks have saved so many campgrounds on Campendium. Yeah. Campendium is a great resource.
It really is.
And we use Campendium quite a lot when we're traveling around. So we definitely
I really need to get in there and leave reviews of places. I know we recommend it a lot, but I don't really leave reviews a ton. But it's a great resource and lots of good information.
Esteponis says hi from Cary, North Carolina. I have a good buddy that I went to law school with from Cary. So Dave Venable, if you're watching, hey, Dave. Dave's from Cary.
Keep scrolling up. We've got a few more people back there that we missed because I think we missed that person. Dan Jacobson. Wow. Hold on. We got to find you on the screen.
Yep.
Real quick, we're going to shout out to Naj. Oh, big kiss for baby girl. Thank you for the tip, Naj.
Baby girl gets a kiss from Darth Maul.
Oh. Airstream Nuts and Bolts. I see you on there.
Airstream Nuts and Bolts is here.
The guru of solar.
Yep. Ronnie
he was
is
right there. So keep scrolling up to catch some
it
of these
won't scroll up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to first of all, I want to say to everyone, we're getting so many comments, which we appreciate so
Yeah.
much. We want to recognize everybody, and I promise you we are trying.
So Travels with Delaney.
Congrats.
Thank you so much for the tip. We appreciate it so much.
Heading to Alaska, and
maybe go back up there.
I'm Grandy.
Sorry.
It won't scroll any higher, honey.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying scroll to the right to you're missing some of those. Let's see.
You see a marital spat here on our 200,000th chat.
What happens when there's only one clicker, right?
Mr. Roboto says he always appreciates Christy's dad's cameos. I want to give a shout out to my father-in-law, Harry.
Yes.
Who is a genius in many departments.
He is. He really is.
So, I mean, I think if it weren't for Harry, Vinny, and Ronnie, our Airstream might have collapsed in a heap of metal. That's probably long true. Ago. But Harry's one of those guys he can fix anything.
Yes. And yesterday he spent the day detailing a car with me, which I appreciated very much because I needed the help.
Jim said he was supposed to be in and he says he was supposed to be in Gulf Shores right now.
Oh.
Gulf Shores is a beach area of Alabama. If you're not familiar with this,
beautiful beaches,
really beautiful. Some great places to camp around there. It's kind of a smaller town, so it's got a lot of. I think it's not so crowded, like as the way a lot of beach places are.
Alan S., thank you so much for the tip. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah, thank you, Alan. I can't put those in.
Yeah.
All right. So we thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This has been a lot of fun. We really like getting together with you in these live chats. It's always something.
Feel free to ask questions.
And we're experimenting with some new software this week. And we're going to really try and step up the quality of our live streams. That's one of our goals in the near future.
Yeah. So hopefully this platform is helping. You can see how we're able to highlight these comments. I think that's a big improvement. Hopefully that encourages you to leave a comment or shout out where you're tuning in from or ask a question.
Hey, Nova.
Hi, Nova. In Lexington, South Carolina.
Harvey says, hey to Airstream Nuts and Bolts.
Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie.
Somebody asked, is something on fire? Well, we were having a party and we started up the fog machine.
I was smoking a big cigar.
It got a little out of hand. Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow. Look. Good morning from Chiang Rai in Thailand. Hey, Scott in Thailand. We hope you guys are doing well in Thailand.
Yeah. We haven't made it to Chiang Rai. We've been to Chiang Mai and we really loved it. And so hopefully we'll make it to Chiang Rai the next time we go to Thailand.
Acme asked if we had a new microphone. Yes, we're experimenting. We're trying to step up the sound quality. I think it is better. Thank you for noticing.
Daryl Manat, I guess, is asking what is 30A that you referenced. 30A is a website that we're talking about, 30A.com, but it is in relation to a scenic highway, Scenic Highway 30A, which runs across the Florida Panhandle between Panama City Beach and Destin, Florida. It's about 20 miles long, and there are beautiful beaches along that highway and lots of cute little towns, 2 state parks with RV parking. So it's a great place to visit with an RV if you haven't done it.
Yeah, I think 38 probably used to be a bit of a secret. I think the secret is kind of out now. But if you are really wanting to see a charming, beautiful, kind of unspoiled area of Florida, I would say like in 30A, you still can, because they can't build structures in that county taller than like 4 stories. Mm-hmm. So you don't see big skyscrapers. It hasn't really been overdeveloped. It has a
very neighborhood kind of charming feel to it. If you've ever seen the movie The Truman Show with Jim Carrey, they actually filmed that in one of the towns along Highway 30A. So it sort of gives you an idea of what it's like.
Hey, Cynthia, you are not lost in the crowd after all.
We're trying to get to as many people as we can.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Elizabeth
Manning
tuning in from Coleman.
Hey, Beth. I'll call her Beth.
Yes, that's how we know her.
That's right.
Good to see you. Happy Easter.
Thanks for checking in. Kyle asks how my health is. It's pretty pretty great overall.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No complaints.
I'm still on some medication, but I'm.
Wow. We've gotten two more tips have come in right now. Wow. Lone Drone.
Lone Drone says, we're very happy for your 200,000. Want to honor my wife's mother who passed from COVID on Friday.
No.
We love and miss you, Claire Lavelle.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so sorry to hear that.
Thank you very much for the tip, but I'm so sorry for your loss. It's
a
scary time out there for sure.
It is a scary time, and we want to take a moment to acknowledge what everybody's been going through, and obviously some people are going through even more.
Absolutely.
So we're really sorry to hear that news.
It's sort of a helpless thing, well, I can't even imagine. So my thoughts and prayers are with you for sure.
Yeah.
And for all the people out there on the front lines who are sort of pulling our country together right now, whether you're a truck driver or a grocery store cashier, or you are a doctor or a nurse or a lab tech, all those people are really stepping it up and sort of keeping things going for us. So we are greatly appreciative.
Yeah. On that note, we all might think about maybe things that we could do to contribute, even if it's on a small note. We're concerned about our parents. Frankly,
Mm-hmm.
Our parents are squarely in the high risk category for this thing.
For sure.
So we've been doing some shopping, like pretty much.
I've been making grocery runs for my parents.
Yeah.
I leave everything on their front porch and make a fast getaway. So just things like that. And it's been hard to be distanced from my parents. I'm pretty close with my parents. So yesterday when I went to my parents' house and sort of worked on my car with my dad in the driveway, he's on one end of the driveway, I'm on the other end of the driveway. And it's kind of as close as we can get right now. And it's just, you got to take what you can get. So
it's been a social distancing Easter.
Yeah.
Very unusual. Let's see. Empty nesters getting back into RVs, bought a new trailer and truck. Videos and Amazon store getting me ready. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Maybe that.
Let's see. Dan Jacobson. Below Rocks. You just brought first fifth wheel, and your videos have helped me a lot.
Thank you so much, Dan. We appreciate that. We're trying to find your comment here in the
we'll spotlight it as soon as we can find it.
Yeah, we'll spotlight you as soon as we can find you.
Brian
Thank you, Brian Smith.
Just got our camper. What's a great place around Chattanooga or within a couple hours? Have you seen Rock City? Rock City. Sorry, that's an old Southern thing.
So close. But yeah, Great Smoky Mountains National Park would be a great trip for you to do. It's so close, and there's so many great RV opportunities around there that would be a great, easy trip with good payoff, I think.
I think Chattanooga, that's a really beautiful area around there.
Yeah, Chattanooga is really, really pretty.
In fact, once we are really able to get out and travel, we should head back up to Chattanooga, I think.
There's good whitewater rafting near Chattanooga.
Thank you, Slow Your Roll, says that's Chrissy in San Antonio.
Oh, thanks, Chrissy.
San Antonio is a great little town. If you've never been to San Antonio, Texas, I recommend it. The Riverwalk there, it's a lot of fun. If you just want to get out and walk, go to some good restaurants or bars if you're into that sort of thing.
Let's see if you
Bill says they just bought a solo stove campfire. We love our solo stove. Everybody who I know who has purchased a solo stove has been very happy with it. Hervey Forward. I don't know if we acknowledge Hervey. Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hervey, for the tip.
Thank you guys for bearing with us as we...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how we can spotlight these things. Thank you, Hervey. We appreciate it so much.
Appreciate it, Hervey.
Maybe it'll tell you where that one is.
Yeah.
We're sort of learning some of this as we go. We can only go back so far in the comments on this. So
just because we're getting so many comments, but keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Dave is glad Minnesota beat Auburn in the Outback Bowl. I was glad too, Dave.
Womp, womp.
You know,
you're supposed to be cheering for my team when we're not playing your team.
I do.
What's up with that?
I once said War Eagle when they were playing for the national championship.
He did.
I woke up that day.
He might have been slightly drunk, but he did say it. He does cheer for them in basketball a lot because our basketball team has been pretty darn good. I
cheer for Auburn from time to time, but
he went to school at Auburn for a while, which is the crazy part. I'm like, how do you How do you do that?
That's in my life story. If you look closely on my college transcript, you'll notice that.
You'll notice
I didn't
Auburn.
go into too much detail. You probably only want to hear so much about my college foibles. Cass says it's got our first trailer last fall. Can't wait till we take it out again. I want to go camping so bad. We do too. I think everybody's
got the itch right now.
I do think, it's been a really strange month and economic activity has just stopped, but there's going to be so much pent-up demand that once we get the green light, I think everybody's going to run like rabbits.
Oh, here's a question. Okay. Jeff Edwards says, a long time ago, you and Christy gave thoughts on full-time RVing. Have you recently thought about hitting the road for an extended trip? We usually travel for several months at a time. So we usually do go on extended trips, anywhere from 2.5 to 5 months. So that is something that we usually do. So that's sort of our MO.
Yeah.
Oh, John Marucci.
Thank you,
John.
Thank
you so much. Thanks for tuning in.
Says he's got to run. To watch the Mice Baby video. That's one of our favorites.
It is very entertaining to watch us run from mice.
One of these days, we're going to meet up with John on the road, I'm sure. He goes to Florida a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of he's
has
either
a lot of great
Florida
info about
or
Florida.
I believe up in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you got an R-Pod, or if you're into that kind of, if you're into he makes some great videos, some very informative videos.
Absolutely.
So yeah, the Mice Baby is one of the most ridiculous videos we ever made.
It really was an invasion. And I think it was really just something that we couldn't avoid, because the circumstances that year with weather had caused the food source for those mice to not grow at higher elevations. So they were having to come to lower elevations to eat. And so they were just taking over everybody. So it wasn't just RVs that were having the problem. It was houses and, everybody.
If you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night and there is a mouse resting on your arm, you've got a mouse problem. And if you pick up your coffee cup and there is mouse poop inside the cup, you got a mouse problem.
Sean jumped straight out of the bed at like 3 a.m.
I did.
And it was a time.
Now, that was camping.
That was
a little too much camping.
Reagan,
thank you so much, Reagan.
Thank you so much for the tip. We appreciate it.
Is now a good time to cut a deal on a premium RV, or would you worry about manufacturers surviving to support it? That's a loaded question. I will say this. I think it is definitely, from what I hear, a buyer's market.
Yeah.
So if you're in the market for an RV, I think now you've got a lot of negotiational leverage.
Yeah.
So I do think it's a good time.
They're desperate to sell, so it has to work in your favor.
So it's probably a very good time to go shopping for an RV. As far as the manufacturers going out, that would require a probably better crystal ball than I have. But from what I've seen from previous economic downturns, now when we had the big crash in 2008, we did lose a lot of great RV manufacturers. Now I think this crash is kind of different. It's different. And again, I think once things are put back into place, I'm optimistic that the economy is going to spring back. We really feel for all those people who, have lost their jobs, or their jobs are very uncertain because of what's going on. I'm really hopeful that we're going to be able to get all the pieces back together and get up and running. I think it's going to take months, at least, maybe years. So I would buy.
I hope not.
Depends on the premium RV manufacturer. If they've been around a while and have a good reputation, then I would probably get in there and negotiate. Thank you, David, for the shout out. We appreciate it. Daryl says, saw the mouse video and the ant video. Yep, plug the holes.
The ant video was another good one. That was in Malibu, California. And again, it's just sort of part of the landscape there.
I feel like we haven't had mice invade in several years. So I think we're in pretty good shape on the mice. And the ants, they can get through such small crevices.
Yeah, and if it's a drought or, you're just in that sort of desert climate.
We really haven't had ants in years, but if you're camping in a place with ants,
it's almost impossible.
I don't know what you can do.
I think that dichotomous earth is about the best thing you can use.
Yeah.
Hi, Sharon.
Sharon, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Rock Chalk Jayhawks. Interesting.
I don't know what that means.
I think maybe it's the
Jayhawks.
It could be the Kansas Jayhawks. Rock chalk. I think that probably means the chalk on the end zone. I don't know. I don't know.
Sharon, you're going to have to explain your comment to us.
But I mean, to be fair, Roll Tide and War Eagle are pretty obscure.
You won't know
cheers.
what that means probably in other parts of the
I love
country,
how in the state of Alabama, our Alabama, our mascot is a tide. I don't know. Is a red tide,
the crimson tide.
But it's also an elephant. You guys are tigers and eagles. So like it's sort of
War Eagle is our battle cry.
That's why I love traditions.
Oh,
they don't have to make sense.
Dansky.
Thank you so much. I'd like to know if you considered a composting toilet episode. I've thought about it. I know they're popular with a lot of people. Now, some people can say you can boondock longer if you have a composting toilet.
We can go about 11 days with our toilet as is. I just don't like the idea of having to empty the composting toilet as frequently. Because I'm going to have to empty gray water every 2 weeks, probably every 10 days. I think 9 days is the longest we've gone.
To be fair, I'm the one who usually tackles that job. I don't let Christy touch the sewer hose.
For whatever reason. I don't know. But
this man.
Hey, if you want to claim that job, I will let you. I am not going to argue with you.
I'm a sewer hose specialist.
I'm just saying, usually about every 9 days or so, we're emptying our gray water anyway, and we can go longer than that with our black water. So it hasn't appealed to me to do the whole composting toilet switch over, just because I don't want to have to carry that little cassette to the bathhouse.
You know what I'm interested in doing? I mean, no joke, is maybe having a bidet seat in the Airstream.
Yeah, now I would go for that upgrade.
Like, I don't know if I'm going to have to do some homework.
You can do it, but you have to add an electrical outlet. So
see, now that we have the solar package, we have a greater battery capacity. I mean, those bidet toilet seats, as laughable as it sounds, they do use electricity and they do use a little more water.
Yeah.
So there's that consideration, but I think it's a relatively small amount in the grand scheme of things.
Thanks again for the tip.
Jim says the Michigan ants will kill the Louisiana ants. I'm not so sure about that. Those Louisiana ants can be pretty tough.
Oh, okay. So Sharon chimed back in and said, yes, Kansas Jayhawks.
Kansas Jayhawks. That's right.
Okay.
Rock chalk Jayhawks.
That's kind of a fun.
Yeah.
Tour.
Hey, Anthony. Thank you so much.
Anthony.
Loho to you as well.
Yes.
Stay well.
Somebody saying go Gators.
Go Gators.
Hey,
got
Lane.
A few Florida fans out there.
I do like the gator chomp. That's a fun taunt for the opposition. I mean, it's fun when you have something like that going for you.
A fun, healthy taunt. Well, Pathfinder says, a good time to start your second channel, Sean's stand-up comedy tour. I've never really done stand-up comedy. I've been intrigued by it because I admire stand-up comedians. I love watching videos by, for example, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I love Seinfeld's stand-up work.
You've done a lot of written comedy. His previous company was comedy-related internet business. And so he's done a lot of written work, a lot of skit work in the comedy genre. And you did, you were at the Comedy Store in LA.
Yeah.
You introduced
Mike Ragsdale, the founder of 38.com. He and I, we had a business together in the 90s. With other partners, but and we did get on stage at the Comedy Store. Again, that was kind of a Playboy type thing. I mean, it was affiliated with Playboy.
Some sort of Playboy.
It was fun. I mean, it was an exciting life experience. But we told some jokes and heard crickets. And stand-up comedy is an art.
It's tough.
I mean, it definitely.
I don't know. You got to have a really thick skin for that.
Because you got to have a thick skin to do YouTube too.
Yeah. But
every day I read a new criticism. The people that are
heckling us here aren't in the room with us.
All right, I'm going to show my arms. Some guy said he thought my arms needed to be bigger or something.
Yeah, he was dissing
It's my
Sean's
latest
arms.
comment. Yeah.
Sean's been working on them.
I'm happy with my arms. Let's see. Bill asked if I ever do a video on TV, video, and audio upgrades. I think that's a great idea. We're constantly looking for ideas of, things to upgrade on our Airstream.
Questions that people have about things that haven't been covered 9 million times.
Being a bit of a geek myself, I would love to do a big audio video upgrade. Right now, like we've got these old TVs on the wall that we're not even really using these days.
Yeah,
I think
they're kind of heavy and
bulky, and just who's watching TV? I mean, let's face it.
You're watching YouTube.
You're watching your phone or your iPad or YouTube. Yeah. So, I mean, having a big screen would be nice, but let's find a way to, sling YouTube up there.
Yeah.
and then everybody will enjoy it.
Got a
Rick
comment from
Marks.
Rick.
Ever
Hey,
wish you had a
Rick.
motorhome versus trailer? Rick is another old friend of mine. Rick and I actually shared a room together when we were working at Yellowstone. And
Did he have to pick up your dirty socks?
no, but I got there first and I hustled to get the lower bunk. We had bunk beds.
Oh yeah.
And Rick grumbled about that, if you'll recall. And but I was holding to my guns. I'm like, I'm sticking to this lower bunk.
Yeah.
That was one time in my life I was, just very firm on something.
You weren't going to budge.
But Rick was a great roommate. I remember we just had a great summer working together at Yellowstone. And to answer Rick's question, there have been some times when we've got friends with motorhomes and we've admired the living space inside those motorhomes.
Those slide outs are nice, man.
Yeah, slide outs are nice. And we have some friends like Neely's on Wheels. You may have seen their blog. We did a great interview with them a year or two ago talking about pets because they travel with dogs. And they had a motorhome for a long time that was one of those Tiffin motorhomes that we admired very much because you could entertain. My brother
has a really nice motorhome now.
Yeah, that's right. Chrissy's brother has a wonderful.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The residential fridge and the washer and dryer is very appealing.
And just the space, because in our Airstream, if we're having people over at our campsite, we're going to be hanging out by the picnic table and our camping chairs or by the campfire. But we're not going to come in. Like if the weather's bad, you just pretty much don't do it, But like with a motorhome, you got a little more interior space. So yeah, at times we've certainly admired them, but we're certainly happy with our travel trailer and our Airstream too. So here's a good question from Marshall. It says, need Wi-Fi booster upgrade video. It's funny you should say that, Marshall, because I was talking to Ronnie, Airstream Nuts and Bolts, about that recently. We actually have a WeBoost system that we need to install. And I agree, that's a big issue that a lot of us have is better Wi-Fi and cell phone reception when we're out traveling, especially those of us who work from the road or work from our RV.
Oh, thanks, T-Glass.
Thank you, T-Glass. Thanks so much for the tip. Appreciate it very much.
Let's see. Somebody was asking.
Scott says he's sweltering in place. You must be down south somewhere.
Must be somewhere hot.
Yeah, because it's still kind of cool here in Alabama. See, here's a question Kyle asked: which do you prefer, Yellowstone or Yosemite? Now, this is a controversial question. Ooh. For me, the answer is pretty easy. I'm just going to say Yellowstone hands down, but I would probably even go to the Tetons. I mean, I don't know. I worked in Yellowstone and I love it. It's so unique. Yosemite is beautiful and really has
beautiful. I think the factor that pushes Yellowstone and Grand Teton ahead for me, and probably you too, is the wildlife. Just the wildlife experiences that you have there, the moose in your campground, seeing a wolf or a badger or a bear. You don't get that experience in Yosemite. So Yosemite, I think, is great for hiking and sort of those vistas, Half Dome and all that's really cool. But I think for driving around,
the views and the hiking at Yosemite are wonderful. Yellowstone's got the hiking. Yellowstone views, I don't think, are quite as striking mountainous views the way you get at Yosemite. But Yellowstone's got the geothermal activity.
Yeah, just so unique.
I really think you guys who are going to get out on the road this summer, crowds are probably going to be low. I mean, you have to think that, but with all the travel restrictions around the world that are in place. So for those of us assuming that the parks are back open and available, there's probably going to be a lot of opportunities to travel without these big crowds.
Yeah.
So I'm, trying to look on the bright side. So that's a good question. Maybe we should answer that with a video. Traveling Salvation says, when does the Cybertruck arrive? Well, we placed a right to order a Cybertruck. I think they don't even come out until late
2021. I think
late 2021, and then
for the bigger engine one or
the
bigger
it's the last one off the line.
I think it's 2022.
So we've got a ways. So in the meantime,
we'll keep you posted. Oh, Reagan, thanks again.
True Southern Blackwater. Frosty Longnut.
Yep. He will get a nice cold IPA when he comes back from his Blackwater tank duties.
Yeah, that's right.
I usually take care of filling the freshwater tank while he's emptying the Blackwater.
I'm
I
usually
have
like,
emptied the Blackwater before, but he doesn't like it.
if
I
I'm
do.
out there fiddling around with the sewer hose, I'm like, honey, just let me handle this.
He doesn't even like for me to be on that side of the camper and see what's going on. He'll be like, stop, look away. And I'm like, you can't see anything. It just looks like muddy water. It's not that big of a deal.
Now, Allison asked for advice for solo females pulling a trailer. We know a lot of solo females who travel with an RV.
Yeah, and there are some great social networks for females that are, camping in whatever regard solo. So I would suggest joining some of those groups. In fact, I think they have rallies where they will actually have somebody come in and sort of talk to you about being a solo traveler and towing and hitching and backing in and all that kind of stuff that you have to do solo. So that might be really helpful to you. I know that'd be helpful to me. Neither one of us have ever done this alone, so I can't give you great information about that. I apologize, but
we'll give a shout out to Aaron, who's a friend of ours and a long honeymoon follower. The last dinner that we had, she was in town, and we went out and we met at a restaurant, had a really nice dinner, and it turned out to be our last.
And she tows an Airstream by herself.
Yeah,
and takes it all over. So
Joy says Yellowstone.
You can totally do it. I think it's just you prepare a little differently.
Traveler says bought 2 of the Tilly hats, best he ever had. Yep. These Tilly hats they're awesome.
Are awesome.
I'll take them on around the world. They fold flat. They just lay down flat, so you don't have to worry too much about them getting bent, as long as you don't bend the brim.
Let's see. What does Marcia say? She says, your favorite workout when on the road?
We love hiking. I mean, I would say as far as outdoor exercise, as far as workout, I'll give a brief shout out to Orange Theory Fitness, because we joined Orange Theory a couple of years ago.
Almost 2 years ago.
I really feel for all the Orange Theory, all the gym owners who've had to close down their small businesses because of what's been going on.
Yeah.
So
it's really been.
I mean, you think about if you're a small business owner and you've got a gym or 2 or 3 gyms, and you had to close it down. This has been a devastating turn of events, and I really hope all these businesses are able to spring back. So we've been Orange Theory members for the last couple of years, and I would like to talk to somebody at Orange Theory. We'll do a testimonial for them, because we love the workout and we love the community.
Yeah, and being able to do it on the road. There's so many locations. We can book our classes online through their app. They don't charge us extra to visit other locations, with the exception, I think, of New York City and San Francisco proper. You have to pay a little extra for those, but we've never been to those.
We work at Orange Theories around the country when we travel with our Airstreams. That's nice. Yeah. Joan says, love your videos. What are you reading right now?
I'm actually reading a book called Sweetwater. I'm trying to remember the author's name. I read a lot, so I'm constantly flipping through my Kindle to the next book. Her name is Christina Baker Klein, and it's a book called Sweetwater, set in Tennessee. And that was appealing to me because Sean's grandparents lived in Sweetwater, Tennessee, many, many years ago. So it's been a great book so far.
I've been reading How to Stream Better on YouTube. But actually, last book I had in my hands, because I was talking about it with someone, was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So I'll say that, because that's a book that I discovered a long time ago when I was a teenager. Just happened across a copy of it. And it's a little dated in places, but the advice is timeless. So if you've never read that How to Win Friends and Influence People, you probably should read it. And I probably should go back and read it.
Yeah,
and
I've actually never read it. I've sort of done Cliff Notes versions.
No, there's some really great timeless advice.
Oh, thanks,
in there.
Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
We appreciate that very much.
Appreciate it so much. And thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Super sticker.
We appreciate it.
Awesome. Much appreciated. Let's see. Frank says he's the guy that drags a Model A behind his Class A. Picture solar.
Wow.
How your solar setup is working out. Well, unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to test our solar install. We did this massive solar package installation, and then suddenly a lot of the parks started closing, a lot of campgrounds started closing, and we were not able to get out there and really test it on the road. So we'll be doing an additional video kind of testing it in the field. I would say so far, I'm very impressed with it. And I think it's going to be a game changer for the way we travel in a lot of ways. And I'm even thinking that we might want to pull out our propane oven and put in an electric toaster oven. And hear me out, because we have one of these things at home and it's awesome. And I think it would be an incredible upgrade. Christy is, for some unknown reason, very fond of that propane oven. So that may be another marital spat.
I was going to get you to click that one.
What about that one?
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
Mike.
That's Mike, the founder of 30A.com, who interviewed us for 30A last week.
On Thursday.
And so if you check out 30A.com, you'll be able to see that interview at some point.
We'll post about it when it goes up.
And it was kind of interesting because it was not just about camping stuff, but about entrepreneurial topics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for any of you who are aspiring content creators, you might want to watch that, because he has a brand called Beach Happy. And so it
and 30A also, both of those.
Michelle says, and Mike, I'll see you on Call of Duty later, says Chrissy's hair and makeup tips on the road would be a great episode. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that could be fun.
All right.
It is always a challenge when it's time to get your hair done on the road. You know, you have to vet like a new person and figure out if they're going to do it the way you want it. So it would probably be a good episode. It'd be a helpful episode to people that travel a lot. So the guys would.
How about Sean's personal grooming tips? No.
I don't think people want to see that.
No demand for that. Bev says it's already 92 degrees in Florida. Well, on the bright side, viruses do not do well in warm weather, or so I am told. So that could be a plus. So from John, let's see. Adam asked, what's your favorite camping destination? We've done a few videos about this, and
Grovant campground.
Yeah, we usually come back to Grovant and just that area. We love Grand Teton National Park.
National Park. That's probably just the best. Oh, thanks, Crystal.
Jennifer asks our favorite Midwest destination.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I don't know if we've spent enough time in different parts of the Midwest to have a true favorite.
Yeah.
We'll have to get back to you on that. Maybe we need to do more camping in the Midwest.
I think we probably do.
Probably need to spend a little more time there.
I mean,
do you have a favorite that you want to tell us about?
Last time we went out, we did go through, we spent some time in Missouri.
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And northern Arkansas is really beautiful. That sort of northwest corner of Arkansas is really pretty.
Yeah. I really feel like we need to spend more time in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Just a beautiful state. Let's see. Here's one at 8:04 p.m.
Ah.
Mama Ray. Got an amazing air fryer.
Oh, cool.
It's by Dash. Air fryer. We'll check that out.
I've seen one of these before. Yeah. I know what you're talking about when you're talking about the Dash products. I have a waffle maker from them. Thank you for the tip, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We appreciate that.
We'll check that out. We'd like to find, and I guess coming back to the solar, because we have such a larger battery bank now, we have 8 times as much battery power. I think, is that right? Or at least 4 times as much battery power. If Ronnie's still
watching, he'll chime in and
one of those Battleborn lithium batteries is the equivalent of 2 of our old batteries.
Yeah.
So I guess we have 4 times as much power now that we had before. So we could actually run an oven or an air fryer off of our battery bank for a while. I mean, we probably couldn't cook a turkey in it, but we could.
For 5 hours.
Yeah.
Dan,
thank you, Dan.
Thank you so much for the tip. Dan has been a long honeymoon.
He's been out there a long
time. So thanks for tuning in, Dan. Thanks for the tip. We appreciate it.
Yeah. There's some parts of our community, some members of our community who've been with us for a very long time.
Yeah. People that we remember being around years.
And Dan is one of those guys.
Dan is one of those people. So
I'll tell you someone else. I'm going to give a shout out to Matt Christopher.
Yes,
I don't know if Matt's with us tonight, but Matt has been in our audience
almost from day one.
I swear for 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since we got the Airstream and just started making videos on YouTube, he was out there before we even had a YouTube channel, before we even had subscribers.
Yeah.
Before I knew what subscribers were. Matt was somehow out there.
Yeah.
So
Donna Marie wants to know where
We are in
now.
Loloho National Forest, deep in the heart of Loloho National Forest.
Also known as the basement of our house.
Please. Have you been to Eastern Canada? We have not.
We haven't.
We would love to go up to Nova Scotia. That's kind of one of those trips that's been on our list, on our, wish list. It's probably getting to be about time that we go back up to the Northeast.
Michelle, I don't know if you saw that comment.
Tim says Michigan's UP or Upper Peninsula.
We have been to the UP, and it is beautiful.
We've got a cool video on the UP if you haven't seen it. It was back when I used to do sort of documentary style videos. So it's a very different type of video.
Yeah.
But I think it's enjoyable.
In fact, Pictured Rocks National Seashore, I think, is really unique and definitely worth a visit if nobody's been, or if you're watching and you haven't been.
The Old Kentuckian has been out there for 8 years.
Oh, look, that's funny.
Thank you, Old Kentuckian.
Somebody was commenting and saying Matt's been around since before Airstream.
Yeah, Matt has been there forever.
Runaway Roses. Thank you so much for the tip. We appreciate it.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Oh, we're the GOAT.
That's very humbling.
For anybody that doesn't know what the GOAT is, that means greatest of all time. So thank you very much. We appreciate that.
I'm an old goat.
That's
for
quite
sure.
the compliment.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you, Joyce.
Very humbling. We just try and...
We're just the oldest. We've just been doing it longer than anybody else. Thank you, Joyce, for the tip.
We might be mediocre, but we're persistent. You got to give us that.
We've been sticking with it.
Carrie says, would love to visit North Alabama, Tuscumbia, Helen Keller home. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. We need to show all that stuff on our channel. Sean's parents actually live in.
Yeah. My family, part of my family is from North Alabama. I still have a lot of family there. And my parents still have kind of a place up there. So we would love to get back up there. Somebody said the screen looks too white. We'll work on that. I mean, I really don't know.
This is our first time to use this particular service to do these live events. So we're kind of learning as we go here.
Dan says, just headed out full-time a week ago. Sold the house and we're off. Awesome.
Congratulations, Dan. That's awesome.
Anchors away. Christy on Facebook says you should meet us in Montana in June. I would love to.
Yeah, Montana's beautiful. I don't know if we'll make it there that fast, but it is a beautiful place. Somebody says, how did we first meet and how long have we been married? We got married in May of 2007. So that is when the long, long honeymoon started. We started doing videos that summer. You were filming and posting and all that good stuff right from the beginning. Even before that, you filmed when you bought the Airstream a few months before.
Yeah. I went to film school in 2005 or something like that. I was kind of at a point in my life where I was trying to figure out what to do next, frankly. And I loved the idea of making movies. And then I discovered I was far too cheap to hire anybody to make movies. So I couldn't, I wanted to make a big movie, but how do you do that with no money? And so I thought, well, I'll make movies about what we're doing. And at the time, that was kind of a radical concept because no one was doing that. I know that seems bizarre, but it was before the smartphone. It was before everybody was walking around with a camcorder in their pocket in the form of a smartphone. So like when our first videos were recorded on videotape using an old tape-based camcorder. And, at times I would lug around. I had a big, heavy tripod. I learned a lot of lessons the hard way. It's so nice these days when you have this small, lightweight equipment that's such high quality. So those were the days when we got started. Somebody says it's only a white screen because we did have a fog machine on earlier. There might be fog drifting around. So I agree with that, Miss Kid 160.
So we're a little over an hour into this. I'm not sure how long we're going to go, but
there's Matt. He heard us talking about
Matt. Hey, Matt Christopher.
You may have your ears may have been
Sorry,
burning.
we're giving away your identity there. But yeah, Matt has been around since almost day one. I'm not sure how he found us. But yeah, we've been internet friends for a long time. So hopefully we'll meet him in person one day.
We will someday for sure. Mr. Roboto says the top 10 favorite videos, and he loves the mouse video. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
You know, you're going to laugh, but we've done so many videos that sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
What, like, I think to myself, have we done this topic or not?
Yeah.
I know that seems kind of crazy because a lot of work went into making a lot of these videos.
And sometimes people will come up to us and they'll be like, "Oh, remember that time that you did da 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 da, or you know, this happened," and I'm sort of thinking for a minute because, you know, it might have happened 10 years ago, and I'm trying to file through my memory bank of like, oh, I do remember that, you know.
So it would be fresh for us and fun for us to go back and do a top 10 list. Carrie says he's the mayor and can give the inside scoop and tours.
Oh, wow.
Sweet. Been
Very
watching
cool.
for several years. Yeah, we'd love that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Campaholics.
That's cool. You're the mayor.
They are Campaholics. It's Mike and Missy. Awesome.
Very cool. Somebody was asking about RV toilet paper, if we thought it was a scam or not. I kind of think it's a scam.
Well,
there it is right there.
Scam's a strong word. Is it necessary?
No.
But what is it? Septic
you have
safe?
To have septic safe
toilet paper.
So any toilet paper you buy, like that Charmin that's sitting over there, if you look on the side, more than likely it's going to say septic safe. Now, I'm not going to say every single type of Charmin is septic safe, but before you put it in your cart, make sure it says septic safe. If you're using the right amount of water when you flush your toilet and the right chemicals, you're not going to have a problem. So that's my opinion on that.
Brad says bye. Hope to meet one day. Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for stopping by and
so before we start losing a lot of people, maybe we should sort of talk about our giveaway. You want to do that? Okay or nay?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. We need to.
Oh, we didn't see it, but I heard that it was beautiful. So I want to go back and watch it later.
Yeah.
He gave a concert in the Duomo, right? In Milan.
That's right.
He's an amazing performer. Thank you,
Harley.
Harley.
Thank you so much. It's one of the best.
We appreciate that. Oh, somebody tuning in from Hoover.
Larry wants to see bloopers like the XXX ranch camera. Triple X.
It was Triangle X, wasn't it?
I think so.
I wasn't imagining it was try something X.
I was just thinking of all those people getting on the internet and searching Triple X and what they're going to find.
I wasn't thinking that way. You're trying to make my mind dirty when
somebody says the white balance is off. Christy Size has more. We're going to work on that. It's not going to be perfect.
It could just be our lighting.
It's probably this light over here is too bright.
One light's a little too bright. So. When we pulled up on the dirt road on the private property, I had to back up. And the guy drove up while we were backing out of his road. Yeah. He was actually very nice about it. And we happened to have a bottle of wine in the back seat that we handed him as a apology.
He was a super friendly, super cool Canadian
He
dude.
thought it was hilarious. So
wearing a Bill Murray t-shirt. Patrick asked how old baby girl is. Baby girl is 9 years old, we think.
I think she's 10.
Maybe 10.
Year. She's a rescue, and we think she was about a year old when my parents originally got her. So yeah, 10-ish.
David Howe, that's an old friend of mine from college. Hey, Dave, says I look like Dr. Evil. I am Dr. Evil. Didn't you know that? Yeah. What was it?
The
millions of dollars.
Yeah. Need your pinky. We did that at the same time.
I occasionally go back and watch those movies. Tim asks, how is COVID-19 affecting your travel? Well,
we're not traveling
by
anywhere.
stopping it. Yep, that's how I did. So I don't know. We've just been staying put.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jim Lawther, who we met in West Virginia.
He did. He fixed our emergency brake cable.
In fact, yeah, we have a video with Jim that we shot. That was back in kind of the early days of doing Long Honeymoon.
2010.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we had stopped in a Walmart parking lot in West Virginia. And Jim came over and said, hey, are you the guy who makes those videos? And Jim is a fellow Airstream owner.
Mm-hmm.
And he was taking a look at our Airstream and he said, hey, did you notice that your emergency breakaway cable had come loose or something, had frayed and broken? He fixed it for us, which is super nice of him.
Yes.
And
we
also
were very
went,
appreciative.
I remember we went
to
a
lunch.
fish sandwich.
Yeah, sort of in like the downtown area of Wheeling, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Is that right?
What was the name of that place with the fish sandwich?
It was so
really good. Yeah.
Jim will have to chime in and remind us.
I would go back for the fish sandwich.
Super tasty. It's probably in the video.
Peter says rescue dogs are the best. Yep.
You are the best, baby girl.
She's been a real blessing to us.
Look at how cute she is.
It's a good thing this dog's so cute, because I don't know what else she does besides sit there and look cute. But she's so cute.
She is a companion dog.
That somehow it works. It pulls you in, and you'll do anything for her. Oh, David says, love your channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really proud of our Yellowstone videos. I want to keep making more Yellowstone videos, because we just love that part of the country so much.
Yes.
We love Yellowstone so much, and I'm glad that we've been able to help other people get more out of their trips to Yellowstone.
Absolutely. I love that you're now an expert driveway camper. If you can camp in your driveway and not have to go in the house for anything, then you're golden. Like, you're going to kill it when you get on the road. So, no problem.
We may actually do a video about driveway camping. Honestly, some of the best times we've had traveling with our Airstream have been camping in driveways.
Camping with friends.
Because we driveway camp with friends and family when we're in, and that's been probably one of the best unspoken upsides of owning an RV, is that it's kept us in touch with people around the country. And it's like bringing your own guest house. You show up, and of course you can driveway camp in your own driveway, but I'm really talking about driveway camping and friends and family. And it's so much fun. It's a great way to sort of connect with people who might live in a different part of the country from you. And you've got your own space. So you don't feel like you're intruding on their space in the house. You can always just go back to your little space. And it really makes
you're
for
not
pleasant
invading things. You can sort of, it's like having a guest house, so somebody wants to know if we're doctors.
I'm not, but I play one on the internet.
Yep.
So, no, not really. Actually, my sister is a doctor. My sister is a hospitalist in the Tacoma, Washington area.
Yeah. So a hospitalist is sort of in charge of all patients that are admitted to the hospital through the emergency room. Yeah. That's the way I understand it. So
she's truly on the front lines.
Jim Lothar told us. Coleman's Fish Market.
We're talking about that great fish marketplace in Wheeling, West Virginia.
Fish sandwiches.
Yep. Travis says, congrats. Thank you, Travis.
Acme Racing says he's using his RV as temporary housing during a renovation. It was great. That's a great idea, because I know so many people that have like redone their kitchen or their master bathroom, and they're sort of having to live in other parts of their house and make do. And so that just creates a mess somewhere else in your house. So yeah, using it as a sort of a guest house while you're renovating is genius.
S&B. Thank you, S&B. Thanks so much for the tip. Much appreciated.
We appreciate that so much.
We do have fun making the videos. It's a great creative outlet. It really is enjoyable to me. I love laughing, and I hope I can make other people laugh. And then I really hope we can help you have more fun with your travels and get more out of your RV.
Yeah.
And if we've done that, then we've done, I think, a good job.
We try not to take ourselves too seriously here. So hopefully, we're somewhat entertaining.
JMF says we're sneaking up on 40 million total views.
Wow.
That blows me away, honestly. It really blows me away when I see the numbers. But then when we are out and about and we meet people face to face, it becomes real. I mean, that certainly happens anytime we're traveling with our Airstream, but it really happens. It can happen these days if we're just going to the grocery store or whatever. Because I talked to a guy, Shane, if you're out there, who approached me in a parking lot a couple days ago and said, "Hey, are you that guy?" Yep, I'm that guy.
Usually it happens. We meet people when we're camping in national parks. I think that's sort of like a setting where people may expect to see us. But we do get recognized occasionally in other places. It's always funny when it happens in our hometown, because usually we're sort of under the radar here. But it's always fun to meet you guys in real life and put a face with a name. So always stop and say hi.
We are in Loloho National Forest, Beverly, right now. Somewhere in the heart of Alabama.
Yep.
Yeah. John says Grovant is much busier now They blame us.
Yeah.
What can I say? I mean,
sorry.
We were stunned when we went to Grovant last year and saw
Mm-hmm.
how crowded that it has become. But I also feel so confident in recommending Grovant to people because it's one of the few places, if not the only place I know of, where you really will have moose coming into the campground
and
on a
they'll
daily
just
basis.
like sit down and lounge for the day.
And you know, you really are 15 to 20 minutes away from some of the prettiest hiking you will find anywhere in North America, the prettiest mountain views. You got the town of Jackson about 15, 20 minutes down the road where you have some of the just great restaurants and bars and culture.
And live music. And
so it really is special. And, you know, a few years ago, I decided I was going to tell our secrets and sort of give away those spots that we like so much. And this has kind of been the price we have paid, is that they become more popular. But I'm glad that other people are out there having great experiences. There is Erin posting from our Airstream in the driveway. Our last dinner that we had in a restaurant, inside a restaurant, was with Erin. She was passing through our area and we got together to hang out for a while and meet up. It was
so cool to meet you in person. We're so excited that we finally were able to make it happen. We look forward to seeing you again. And you've been eating good during this quarantine. She's been hitting all the hot restaurants for curbside takeaway. I've been seeing her pictures. Makes me hungry.
I don't know if you'd be willing to do it, but I think you would have a lot of great advice for women who want to travel, you know, with an Airstream, with a travel trailer or whatever. Because
it'd be fun for us to interview you.
You're someone
sort of get your experience
who has really been out there doing it, and you would have a very unique perspective, I think. So it's something to think about. No pressure, but I know that it would be a great video.
And thanks for the tip, Erin.
Yeah, thanks so much. First round's on us next time.
Yes, absolutely.
Just give a shout next time you're in town. Gina says she liked the live video and the Alaska videos. They want to go to Alaska next year. We would love to go back up to Alaska.
I bet Alaska's going to be quiet this year.
No kidding.
Because I bet a lot of people that do all this planning super far in advance are ditching their plans. So if you're somebody that's comfortable sort of traveling by the seat of your pants and not having a tight schedule, this might be a great year to go once things get opened back up.
Yeah, it's really something to think about. That, you know, if things start opening up in another few weeks.
Maybe we should go this year. I don't know.
Maybe we should. My only hesitation, our Airstream looks so good right now.
I know.
I'm going to wrap
it will get beat up.
Yeah.
You know, but that's part of
ownership.
I mean.
Tom bets me $20 he won't kiss my wife.
Oh. Somebody has to pay you to do this? No. What?
All right. Kissy, kissy.
All right, Tom. Thank you for the tip.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. All right. Erin said she's willing to talk about and give some advice, because I think, you know, for all you solo females out there who, you know, want to travel with an Airstream or with any kind of RV.
Yeah, she could give you some great insight. She could probably also give you some great tips on Fort Wilderness, because she camps at Disney a lot.
Matt has his original Long Run Honeymoon t-shirt. Wow. That is an oldie.
You do.
I still have a few of those.
Print them and mail them from our house.
So Valerie says she wants to see single ladies doing the travel and how-to maintenance videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
Like I said, there's some online groups for solo female travelers. If you look on Facebook, there are several. I can't think of the names of them off the top of my head. I'm members of several of them. They've invited me to join, and they have rallies and all sorts of things all across the country. So
Kevin asked when we're coming to Wisconsin. We've been through Wisconsin before.
Yeah, Wisconsin's beautiful.
Yeah, we'd love to get back up there. It's a great place to be, especially in the summer. It's really nice.
Is it Door County, Wisconsin? Is that where we went? And they had the fish boil, where it boils, I think.
Yeah. I've got video of that. Yeah. We should do some more video about Wisconsin.
That we have a video that shows that fish boil.
Because we came across the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and then came down into Wisconsin and had a great time.
Somebody wants to know what our first trip after quarantine will be. I think it depends on when that happens. If it opens up May 1st, I'm voting for Savannah and Charleston in the month of May, just because those are two places we've been to Savannah before, not with an RV. I've never been to Charleston. And I think those are two places that a lot of people are interested in. I think there's a lot of great camping around there, and it's not terribly far away for us to go spend a couple of weeks there. So that's my vote. I don't know. What are you voting for?
I would probably vote for Mike and Angela's driveway down in 38.
Yeah, I mean that's
shakedown cruise for the
given,
solar.
but we can't recommend. That's not a campground we can recommend to the masses. So that's sort of an exclusive club there.
Wilson's on Wheels says she loves seeing the ladies doing everything, gives me more confidence to get out there and help him out as much as I can.
And I think that's something we try to encourage as well. We hear from so many couples that travel together, and the women never drive. They never set up the trailer or what have you. And we always try to encourage women to get out there and do it. You need to know how to tow your Airstream or how to drive your RV. You need to know how to set it up. You need to know how to connect the sewer hose. Because what happens if your husband falls and hurts himself? As this one has done before, he fell and broke his foot.
That never happens.
So it's like when that happens, you've got to be able to get yourself out of the situation, at least to get to help. So don't just rely on the guy to do everything. Even if you don't do it all the time, at least know how to do it in case you needed to do it in an emergency.
I wanted to acknowledge Paul's comment. Fine cigars, cheap wine, and dog treats. You've just described my perfect evening. In fact, that may be what goes on tonight.
That may happen after this is over with.
I may have cheap cigars and fine wine, but whatever. Actually, when we were in Myanmar, you could buy handmade cigars in the store for 3 cents a piece.
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking about Burma. We're on the other side of the world. If you follow our Instagram or our Facebook, we posted some content from there.
Yeah.
But what you're describing sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, Bonnie says she met us at Grovant. Let's see.
And it had moose.
Yeah, had moose in her backyard.
Sorry, we're trying to find these comments and see. Somebody asked, we have not been to Great Basin National Park.
We were actually going to go there this past summer, and we sort of got diverted with some other things that were going on. So we missed it, but hopefully maybe next year.
Rick says he wants to drive his RV anywhere.
Yeah.
I understand.
Just down the road.
Exactly what you're saying.
Don't have to go far. Let's see.
Jeffrey's doing staycations in the driveway right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people are doing.
I think if you're somewhere where you can still get out and do exercise, I know in Alabama we have a stay-at-home order, but they do allow you to leave to exercise as long as you are not, congregating with others. So our state parks are still open. Our city parks are still open. You can't just have a picnic, but you can hike, you can walk, you can be active. So I think that's something that people really should take advantage of if that is available to you under the current guidelines in wherever city you live in. Because getting out there and enjoying your state park or your city parks at a safe distance from people, I think is totally fine. Out in fresh air and getting a hike in, I think it's good for your brain. It's good for your body. And it reminds you of the places you take for granted. Everybody takes their backyard for granted. So it's just a good reminder of the cool places that you can go hike and visit that aren't that far from where you live, no matter where you live. Within a 30-minute radius, I guarantee you there's a cool place to go for a walk or a hike.
Kale asked if you ever covered installing a receiver hitch on an Airstream. We have not, but we're going to be doing some upgrades to our hitch, I think, in the near future, because our hitch apparatus, all that gear is basically original, and it's got some wear on it, and I would really like to upgrade that.
It's just time to upgrade it.
It is time. So I think we're going to be doing something pretty soon. Let's see. Jessica Ann says, come to Arkansas. I'll have my chief boyfriend cook for you.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I like it. Creek Fire in Savannah.
Shuttles to downtown. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll look into that. So we've been to Savannah before, but not with our Airstream. So
Mike Green says James Island State Park in Charleston, 10 minutes from downtown. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I've heard Charleston is a big foodie town, and I love to eat. So I'm all about that. I have some friends that live there, so we'll probably catch up with them as well. Somebody says Arkansas has closed their state parks, but they do not have a stay-at-home order. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's the trick right now. And as far as advising anybody with regard to travel, it's hard to say when
You really
so many
just-
parks have closed.
Yeah.
And a lot of states have, I guess, shelter in place directives, but hopefully all that stuff is going to be turning a corner very soon.
Oh, Jessica says, sorry, she meant chef, not chief. I was thinking
My
it was
chief,
going to be like
okay.
a Native American, like, traditional meal or something.
Sounds
But
interesting.
chef is cool too.
Chief. Maybe he's a Kansas City chief. I don't know.
Chef, right?
He could be a Kansas City chief. Amy D says, you inspired us to go full time. We're huge fans of yours. When you're in Arizona, ping us. We'll work to find something. Thank you,
cool.
Amy. Appreciate the tip very much.
We appreciate the tip. We've got
That's
a couple of tips up here, I think, that we missed. Oh, okay. We got that one. And then
Bob and Wanda
in Olympia, Washington. Oh, there you are. Thanks for the tip,
Thanks,
you guys. We appreciate it
much
so
appreciated.
much.
We really hope we got to everybody.
Trying to make sure. Yeah. I think we've caught most everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the tips, guys. Yeah. It really does help.
We appreciate that so much.
Not to break out the violins, but all this stuff does cost, like the streaming software and the hardware and the gear and all that stuff. It does cost some money. So all of it kind of goes back into really making this thing better. I really want to make Long Long Honeymoon better and better.
Yeah.
Because that's what life's about. I mean, it's not about staying the same. It's about growing and getting better, right? And whatever you're working on. So I think, especially considering we're sheltering in place, we're going to really try to step up some of this live streaming so that it doesn't look like we're filming with an old tin can.
And it's fun. It's a fun way for us to connect with you guys, because a lot of times we get questions on videos or what have you. And sometimes if it's way after the fact the video has been posted, we don't always go back and see some of those comments, or it's hard for us to get back and respond to them. So this is a fun way for us to interact with you guys immediately and feel like we kind of get to know you a little better, and hopefully you get to know us better too.
Ooh, Mighty Cass says, Hominy Grill in Charleston, get the chocolate pudding.
That sounds good.
It does sound good. All right. Odie's got to run. Bye, Odie. And we're probably going to sign off here in a minute. Let's see. Cody says, stay in messing. Go. Let's see. Live streaming setup. I mean, right now we're using a laptop as the camera, and
we have an external microphone that you can see right here.
We're still getting it dialed in. Like, we'll probably do another live chat in the near future, and I think at that point we'll have a better camera set up. I'm going to experiment with it on the Shawn Michael simulation, which is the second channel, the experimental channel, because it's just I don't have too many subscribers over there, and we can play around with it. So if you're interested, you can check out that channel. Let's get a rear view. We actually have a rear view camera on the camper now. And Ronnie installed that a couple of months ago. We haven't really tried it out in the field yet because we haven't been able to travel.
We've towed it one time since we got that installed, and it was nice to have for sure.
Somebody asked if we protect our RV. Unfortunately, we don't have a place to park our RV indoors, so our RV is outside. We just really hope it doesn't hail, because there's a storm passing through this area right now that has some pretty large hailstones. And
somebody says our video on backing up was their favorite. Thanks, Larry. I thought that was a great video. Sean did the stop motion capture.
Oh, the scoop, maybe.
It's the scoop video. And if you haven't seen that video, it's a great way to learn how to back up a camper, but it's also very entertaining.
All right. Thank you, Rick. We'll look for you on the road.
Yeah.
Steve says he could help us with the streaming. I appreciate that very much. We might follow up with you. I think we've improved our audio. Next, we're going to focus on the video. And hopefully we'll be able to do a good job for you guys. I worked on it all day, but still had a few issues. All right. Well, I think we're probably going to sign off.
Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. So you guys are probably getting tired of us by now. But thanks for tuning in so much. If you're in Alabama or in the Southeast right now, stay safe. Tornado watches are in effect, or I think tornado warnings at this point. They've actually had one touchdown. So stay safe out there. Turn on your weather radio. Our county just had another warning. So again, watch the weather. Stay safe out there, guys. Hope you've had a happy Easter. Thanks for tuning in. Anything you want to add?
I think that's it for now.
Okay.
We're going to be doing a giveaway soon. We're still working out some of the fine details, but I think we're going to be giving away a very nice prize.
Yes.
But we're going to get all the details worked out.
Could we be any more vague?
I almost want to do a dedicated video.
So yeah, maybe we'll do a dedicated video on the giveaway item, just so it doesn't get wrapped up in this live stream.
Jim says thank you for tuning in, Jim.
Thank you for watching.
Where are the trolls tonight, Jim?
Yeah, have you just been
I haven't
kicking
seen
them
any
out?
Trolls.
Maybe Jim's been kicking them out.
SF says you're the sexiest woman on YouTube.
Thanks. Where do I send your check?
and let's face it, I'm the sexiest guy, right?
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
I said absolutely.
I don't think I've ever heard that thrown in my direction. All right. Hope to meet you in the Grand Tetons.
Well, your daughter is very lucky. She works in an awesome place.
There's Gloria and James. Met you in Sioux Falls.
Oh, yeah.
Remember it well.
Yes, absolutely. We were camped at the fairgrounds there.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun in Sioux Falls.
Yeah. It's a great little town.
There's a road monkey says open season for trolls. The trolls didn't show up tonight. I mean, either Jim was punting them or maybe they're sheltering in place. I don't know. Where
somebody says they're under bridges. That was a good one, Chris.
Yeah. Goodbye from Brighton, Colorado. Hey, Colorado. Somebody says one troll popped up, but it was quashed immediately.
Oh, good. That's Jim coming to the rescue. Thank you, Jim. Jim helps us when we do these live chats.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We love and appreciate you so much. You guys are the reason that we do the channel. You guys are the reason that the channel has been successful.
That it's still going.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming to think about how many people have seen our videos or subscribe or, have gotten something out of something that we've shared. Makes us feel good to hear that.
Yeah, we really hope that our channel really adds something to your life and really helps you in your travels, maybe entertains you, makes you laugh from time to time, and gives you some information that just makes you have a better experience, helps you have a better experience when you're out traveling around.
If anything, I hope it just encourages you to get out there and explore this, beautiful continent that we live on, or this beautiful world that we live in. We don't just limit our travels to RV travels, so I'm sure that most of you don't either. I think when you have the travel bug, it gets you wanting to go everywhere. At least that's the case for us. So again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who left tips. That's always overwhelming and surprising anytime we see when people do that. So we appreciate it so much.
Yep. Thank you, Jim Pratt. And thanks to all those people on the front lines working to fight this virus. And everybody, let's think about, if you know an older person or a person who's in a high risk category, ways that we might be able to help them, get them some groceries, or
check on them, give them a call, ask if you can pick up something for them just to keep them from being exposed, for sure.
Ken Anderson says he'll get us tickets to a Mardi Gras ball.
That sounds fun.
That would be fun. We love Mardi Gras.
We've been to Mardi Gras balls in Mobile, Alabama before, but we've never done one in New Orleans. So that would be cool.
We will keep that in mind, Ken. Thank you so much. Cindy, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, we're trying to hunker down in the bad weather. Arthur lived in a tent in Yosemite for 4 months. I don't know if they'll let you do that these days, but
that's hard.
I bet it was fun. I bet it was fun. Good night from snowy Wisconsin.
Herbie says the scoop saved me in Fort Wilderness. Fort Wilderness has some tough sites to back into.
Yeah, it does.
So
Scott says bye from Wyoming. Bye, Patrick.
Guys. That was
hey, D Rubio. Monty Cass says thanks for the channel. Thank you. Monty Cass has been out there for a good while.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Monty Cass.
You guys. We appreciate it.
Happy Easter, JoJo. Happy Easter to everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this chat. We always enjoy this connection with
Getting
you guys.
to interact with you guys is always a lot of fun. It's fun to see where everybody's chiming in from. I'm sorry that we can't respond to every single person. We try to respond to as many of you as we can.
Beth says she liked my hippie theme in the solar video. Thank you. I was worried it was going to be too over the top, that people were like, what the heck is this guy doing? I had fun doing it, and then I was sort of cringing when I put it out in the world to see what happens. I really appreciate your saying that, because maybe I'll bring back the solar Sean character in the future. Thank you, Christy. You stay safe too.
Yeah. And again, thanks to everybody that's out there working on the front lines.
Happy Easter to Crystal.
Keeping everything rolling, from the truck drivers to the grocery store workers to the hospital folks, restaurant people, everybody in between. It's a strange time right now, and hopefully things will get back to semi-normal soon. So
that's right. Thank you, Loloho Nation. 200,000 subscribers. We appreciate it so much. We're going to sign off. We've been going. This has been kind of a marathon, but it's been great.
It's been so fun
really,
for us
really
to chat with you guys.
Yeah, we enjoy interacting with you so much and reading your comments. And it's just amazing, the community that has grown here all over this continent.
Oh, wow. We've got somebody from
and
Australia.
I guess I should say all over the world. Australia, Thailand.
That's awesome.
We've had a comment from Thailand. We've got just pretty much every state. Gigi says my sister Joy is an RN. We'll be thinking about Joy.
Thank you for your hard work. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Good night, Jim.
All right, we're gonna sign off, and stay tuned, because we're gonna we're going to let you know about the giveaways and all that good stuff coming.
We're going to do a separate, somebody says, yes, on Loloho Nation flag. That would be fun.
That's an awesome idea.
It's a good idea. Maybe we'll get to work on that.
Rihanna says a tornado is heading towards you right now, and I believe you. So we're going to sign off, and we're going to check the weather forecast. Thanks so much, guys. We are Sean and Christy. This is Long Long Honeymoon. Until next time, what do we say? We say Loloho. And I hope we recognized everybody who gave us tips. That was so generous of you guys. We appreciate it so much.
Hey, Karali. I don't know if we saw you.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the tip. We appreciate it so much.
Kay Karali says, Happy Easter, and thank you so much. We've learned tons from you and agree. Grovant is a phenomenal campground, our favorite.
Thank you, guys.
Kab, as they say in Thailand.
Have a blessed
Thanks
night.
for the tip, my friends.
And stay safe out there. Social distance.
All right.
Loloho.
Better times lie ahead. Hang in there, guys. Finale.